Cairn India has moved out of its investments made in Anglo American ahead of the schedule and has claimed to make gains of $100 million in 8 months. That's the news, guys. Remember, that's the news, that they are going to unwind the structured investment in Vulcan Investments. Now, just to give you a perspective here, and the stock was anyways active yesterday, but just to give you a perspective here, in a few months back, I think in the month of December, when the transaction was routed through Cairn India, everybody raised question marks about, and rightly so, about why is it that the company is using, promoters are using Cairn India money to fund their own private investments. Anil Agarwal at that point of time in an interview, I think, as reported, had mentioned that this is a good investment, will yield results for Cairn India and the promoters, so on and so forth, all of that. But the corporate governance issue out there, it's smacked of corporate governance issues, and as a result of that, and maybe the meltdown in the metals market, as the chart showed, the stock price of Vedanta has completely come off. Now remember, from the highs of around 280 or 300 odd, the stock was resting at about 160 in trade yesterday. So it had come off quite a bit. It dropped the most in over 10 years on that piece of news as well, 17 or 18%, if my memory serves me right. Now what's happened is they are unwinding that transaction. So the issue that was on the minds of the market as to why is it that the promoter is using the company money to fund the investments that the promoter wanted to make is gone. In all probability, the $100 million gain claim that the company is making also goes back into the books of the entity, and if that is indeed true, and we'll get to know about it on the con call, because I'm sure questions around this would be asked, and we'll get you the updates there. In that case, there is on books a benefit. So would this be viewed positively by the market? Sure. The question mark, and the only question mark out here, is that because they entered into a transaction which was of a nature that the market will not like, there remains an uncertainty about what is it that the company or the promoters could do next as well. And that will remain a bit of an overhang to my mind on Vedanta. That is not to say the stock will not react today. In all probability, it will react today. It fell 17%. I'm not saying it'll rise 17%, but could rise 5, 6, 7, 8, 10% today. The question is, can it sustain those rises? That is the thing that is sounding very difficult for Vedanta's perspective. But keep in mind, at 171, just about 3% higher, the stock had fallen quite a bit already. Is there upside? There definitely is. The stock should show a positive reaction in the session today. So do watch out for Vedanta as well.